pleasure to meet a man by the name of Victor Nduli, a very famous Sangoma and witch doctor in South Africa, a Zulu man. He told me the difference between the black and the white rhino from his cultural belief. And he said a long time ago there were two rhino with their youngsters, two sisters. Their names were Angaz and Sitele, and they both had youngsters, and they were walking through the plains and eating and talking to each other and having just a generally peaceful day. When a very large male lion, a very famous male lion, his name is Intwadumela, which means he who greets with fire, and he came running out. Now the mothers didn't see their babies, had actually wandered quite far away from them, so they couldn't protect them, and Intwadumela the great, the king of the beasts, he came running out and he grabbed the two babies and said, two fat baby rhinos for breakfast, what a beautiful day. And Angaz and Sitele ran up to him to beg him, Intwadumela, please don't eat our babies, we'll do anything we can to protect them. And Intwadumela said, well, I'm feeling very fair today and very kind, so I'm going to ask you each one question, and if you get the question right you can go free with your baby. If you get the question wrong, it'll be my breakfast today. So he says to Sitele, what is red in front and black behind and eats everything everywhere it goes? So Sitele, she thought about it, and eventually she said, Intwadumela, I know, it's fire. And he says, very clever, well done. And he lets the baby go. Sitele and her baby run off into the bushes all happy, and they escape. Then he says to Angaz, Angaz, what part of the tree must you never ever stand next to because it could just kill you? So she thinks and she thinks and she thinks, and eventually she says, Intwadumela, I don't know the answer. And he says to her, well, you should know the answer. It's the boomslang, which is an Afrikaans word for the tree snake, the most venomous snake in the world. You should know the answer to that. And so he grabs the little baby and he gobbles it up in front of her, and she runs into the bush all traumatized and sad because she lost her baby. And they believe now to this day that's why there is a difference between the black and the white rhino, because the white rhino, Angaz, the descendants of Angaz, got the question wrong. They walk around with their baby in front so they can keep an eye on their baby because they're worried that the lion is going to come and steal it again. And she hangs her head very low to the ground because she doesn't have the respect of the great lions. So she carries her head down in disgrace, while the black rhino walks with the baby behind it because she's not worried about the lion stealing it. And she walks with her head up in the air and very proud because she had the question right and she has the respect of the great lions. And that is the difference between the black and the white rhino.